Alright, in this video I'm going to show you guys my lineups that I made up for Pearl so far. I've only played this for like a day or two, and I think it's a pretty cool map. As Killjoy main, this is pretty fun, but of course you don't always want to rely on lineups. Alright, we got default here, a lineup there, and I have one for here through A main. So you just line up right here. Most of my reference points are based on the turret's head, literally the top of it, right? So you see how there's these three lights right here? 1, 2, 3. Just put the turret's head right on the light. Just throw the molly, and this should go right onto default. Now, there's this little blue thing right here. You could put the turret's head right on it, and you could just give it a toss, and this should go right on towards the left side right here. Alright, and now over behind this box here, this is also another spot in case you feel like you want to switch it up just a little bit. Okay, so for this lineup in this area, you want to use the turret's head as reference again. So lining it up from this light, there's these little tiny diamonds going all the way through this dome. You just want to look at the second one right here, where my crosshair is, as well as this one, diagonal from it on the left side. So using the turret's head, you just fit it right in there. Give it a toss. Use the second one, give it a toss. This should land on default and the left location. Now from mid connector side, you want to just go into this corner right here. This is for A. Again, using the turret head as a reference, this window right here, you point the turret head onto that top right corner of it, and you just give it a toss. This should land into this little area where some people would normally plant, onto A site. And a fun fact about that spot, if you have your molly right there, like right in this grass field, people could actually get hurt from the molly. Just like this. Okay, so from the same point on connector side, right? You just have to see where these two buildings touch on your screen, and you just line the turret head up from there onto that bar, or the dome.
Placing swarm grenade. Swarm grenade out.
Okay, so in flowers right here, this is just like a little simple one. You just literally bounce it off of this wall right here. Probably midway, using your crosshair. Toss that, and that would go for backside. Okay, so near defender spawn, you just line yourself right next to this pillar thingy right here, the wall. Use the turret head. You're gonna aim it right here, okay? So you line it up right next to this pillar at the corner of it, and you just jump and toss. This should go towards default. Yep. Okay, and still using this reference point, now you're gonna use the crosshair. All you have to do is aim it right here at the edge of this building, at the corner. Toss your molly. It should go right onto this little grass field. So again, if people are trying to defuse the bomb in this area right here, you can pop that and they will be hurt. Alright, now using a secret as another reference point, which is kind of down the line from defender spawn. You want to refer to this building right here where this bar from the dome intersects with the vines. So using the turret again, where there's like a little gap, more so in this area where you see the blue, you put the turret right on top of that dome bar looking thing, and you toss it. So let it stand up there. We're gonna follow this. It should go towards default. Perfect. Alright, now for the second spot under light, you see how there's these two stars right here, the first one and second one. Right on top there's like a gap right here. You just want to fit your turret right into that. So if you put the turret right there, where it's sitting right on top of it, into that space perfectly, just give it a toss. No jumping. Bam. If you line yourself up right in front of the door to this cafe right here, and you just look at the bottom portion, if you right click, you could literally just get the molly to hook onto that. Popping that molly could actually hurt people if they're trying to plant on default or something. You could also look at this side of the shack and try to hook your molly onto this thing right here. This circle. Just like that. Or you could easily just put on the bottom, wherever. Same goes for the backside. You could actually land a molly right here onto this cafe sign, but this one's a little bit hard for me. There. This is basically where you could just hook it. You just kind of have to like go at an angle and just right click over it.
Swarm
Bam!
grenade.
Look at all these mollies.
Out.
So typical spots that I see people plant, sometimes right here, I don't know if this is considered default. There's
Yeah.
this spot. I think people
Yeah.
could also plant there or
Yeah.
more towards the middle. Alright, starting point right back here. You can literally just stand
Yeah.
like right on this ramp. You kind of look towards the top right of the tower at this point right here and you just
Placing
give it a
swarm
little
grenade.
left click. See where this goes. It goes all the way to this box right here. Pop this molly and you could get people on this left or right side. Alright, now back here into this corner and on top of the ramp. Looking at that light, you're gonna use your crosshair. All you have to do is jump
Placing
and
swarm
throw it,
grenade.
and it should land all the way back over there by the box.
Swarm grenade out.
Alright, so from the same spot right here, and referencing this roof right here on the very top left corner, and using your turret, the head of the turret, line it up right there. You jump and throw.
Placing swarm grenade.
This is the area what I'm
Swarm
talking about.
grenade out.
This one is supposed to be for default. You want to refer to this pillar thing and the building. So where there's like a very little gap, you want to aim this towards that roof, the ceiling of it, right? You just jump,
Placing
toss
swarm
this,
grenade.
and this should go towards default.
Swarm grenade out.
Alright, the next spot should land in this general area right here. It is in B-Link. You do have a little bit of coverage. Probably not the best spot, but you could look at this roof right here. You see where there's this little gap? You want to aim it towards either the middle or higher, just so this smolly could bounce off the roof. Give it a toss, and here it is.
Swarm grenade out.
Yeah, that one is super random. Another one is behind this box right here. All you gotta do is aim kind of towards the middle, right? Very close to the box. Another reference point you could use is the ulti. You see how the ulti green bar is almost off the box, like near the very edge? That is like a general indicator of where to throw it. So you give it a
Placing swarm
toss.
grenade.
Just gonna follow that. Bam. Same area,
Swarm grenade out.
just a different spot. Now, if you aim it closer towards the left side right here and you line up the Molly logo kind of towards this edge right here, so you see just like that, you give it a toss, it should come closer towards this area.
Swarm grenade out.
Alright,
Here.
so on the stairs in this corner, this is another one. Alright, you see this line right here, the wire. You kind of just line it up where it's in the middle of the star. You just give it a
Placing swarm
toss,
grenade.
and that should go right in this area, this left area. Alright, using the same reference point, now you're going to use the turret instead. This one might be a little bit tricky. You see how there's this one oval looking shape right here on the wire? You want to refer to the second one and just place your turret on top of it. So your turret just literally stands on it,
Placing
give it a
swarm
toss,
grenade.
and this will go to default. So turret standing on the wire. Bam.
Grenade out.
Alright, and for whatever reason, if you are at mid-connector, maybe you're late on a rotation or something, you could toss this to default by referring to this blue thing right here. You look at that top corner of it, line the molly up right next to it, just give it a toss. This will go towards default.
Swarm grenade out.
Alright, we have more lineups in this records area by B Tower. You just line up in between these boxes. All you gotta do is refer to these little pillar things right here. I don't know what to call them. There's 6 of them, alright? You just have to aim at the 4th and 5th one in this gap, looking up at the blue. So if you aim it, like, let's say towards the 4th one, this is where it goes, and this is the 5th one. Let's see where they go. You see the first one landed towards the left side of this, and the second one more towards the right side, so it does get default. Alright, and now using the same area, looking at the dome, there's like this little diamond right here. All you gotta do is line the turret up, but place it right on top of the dome so it looks like it's standing on that. Give it a toss. Bam. This side of the box. Alright, and some extra information, just in case you didn't know, you could literally toss your mollies on these panel thingies, or this box. On either side, whichever, because if you pop it while someone's trying to, you know, plant and default, it could hurt them.
Swarm grenade out.
Just little good to know things. Again, these are not necessary lineups. Thanks for watching.